tonight, Nigeria's main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, is falling apart due to differences that blew open last week, leading to suspensions and counter-suspensions of top party officials. Today, governors from the party have stepped in. They are holding crisis talks in a bid to restore order and present a united front. The question remains, will their efforts bring an end to the turmoil in the party, especially as Ondo State governorship election approaches? For more on the crisis and intervention by the PDP governors, I'm joined by a PDP chieftain and national leader, concerned PDP League, Daboikiabo Warmate, and in our Lagos studio by a former Lagos PDP chairman, Tunji Shelle, who will join us later. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So let me start with your group, Concerned PDP League. It's an advocacy group within the party. Yes. How will you describe the current state of affairs as an advocate?
Well, presently, I would say we don't have any crisis in the party. What we have is called internal interest wrangling in the PDP. And there is no faction also, because the national chairman, which everybody recognizes, the acting national chairman, Ambassador Damagum, is there. And even the Governor's Forum chairman, His Excellency Bala Mohammed, said it. Check his Facebook page. He addressed him as the acting national chairman. So we don't have faction in PDP. We have some persons that are disgruntled about one or two issues, but that doesn't make it a faction in PDP.
Okay, let me get this right.
Yes.
I'm trying to get my words because this is a lot.
Yes, please.
There's so much happening. Okay.
Yes.
Alhaji Damagum's faction suspended, some top party executives. The other faction also suspended them, which you said there's no faction. Now, you have someone, Yari Mohammed, who says he is the acting national chairman, and he is going around, releasing statements, and a substantial part of the party is behind him. So what are you saying?
No, I totally disagree with you. Not substantial members of the party. No. If he's the national chairman, he should come to Wadata and address the press. If Debo is the MPS, he should come to Wadata and address the press. You know that Wadata Plaza is the headquarters of PDP in Nigeria, worldwide. And none of them have come there. Let me put this straight. We have our constitution in section 35(3)(c), section 45(3)(2). It's clear. At the exit, for whatever reason, by death, resignation, or whatever, the deputy national chairman from the north, since the national chairman is from the north, takes over. And he has been acting. And there was a NWC meeting after the BOT meeting 2 days ago. In that meeting, out of the 12 NWC members present, 8 voted in support of the suspension of the national MPS and the national organizing secretary. 4 voted against. And in democracy, majority have their way. So where did those people, there's no faction, so I will not say the faction, those other people or unhappy set of people said or met and declared that here is the national deputy. Let me also put it to you, is the national treasurer. If the deputy national chairman south is not there, the north is not there, based on our constitution, section 35(4), the deputy national chairman south takes over. Arakpaja is there. If Arakpaja is not there, the deputy national chairman south is not, the national secretary takes over. That is our constitution. How would they jump the gun? Let's assume it, but not concede it. That's why I call them, it's like we don't have a department of drama. I would have said they should go and head that department to have come up to appoint a national treasurer as an acting national chairman. They should come to Wadata and make the announcement. Your establishment is a recognized and respected world over. Ask them to come to Wadata Plaza and give press briefing, both the Ahmed and Debo. Okay. None of them.
Okay. We have Comrade Tunji Shelle. He's joining us from our Lagos studio. He is a former PDP chairman in Lagos State. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Right. I don't know if you've heard our discussion so far. What is your take on what is currently going on in your party?
Well, I feel so embarrassed discussing the issue concerning PDP as today, because it's supposed to be a straightforward thing. PDP is a very big party, and it has been able to prove that they can run the affairs of this country for a period of 16 years. So if there are crises, the crisis should be managed internally. But unfortunately, we have people who don't fear God, who don't fear their conscience, who want to be in office and remain there, even when they have overstayed their time. This is the weakest party organ I've ever known since the history of PDP, the one headed by acting chairman Damagum. Damagum has overstayed his welcome. The Constitution stipulates that he should only be in office for 90 days, whereby a new convention will take place, and then a new chairman will take over. But he has been in office for more than 1 year now. They have not held NEC meeting for more than once. So NEC meeting is supposed to be held quarterly. And is at the NEC meeting that a new chairman is supposed to be announced, coming from the zone where the chairman who left the office is from. But Damagum is from the northeast. Dr. Daboikiabo, who was the chairman before, is from the north central. So by virtue of our constitution, the one that is to take over from Dr. Daboikiabo should come from the north central. And Damagum will have to revert back to his original position of deputy national chairman north. The constitution was there to help fill the gap in case the chairman is not there. The deputy chairman will act, and the period is just 90 days. Wanting to extend this time is an aberration. It's not constitutional. And it's not the law court that should help us do this. We should be able to handle it internally. Unfortunately, it's like some people are mortgaging the party. They are compromising the party. If you want to have all the benefits accruing to the office of the chairman, wait and contest and be the chairman. Okay. You can't hold on to the position of acting forever. Mm-hmm. So that's the situation on ground now. Okay,
I mean, we've discussed this over and over again about Damagum's position and, you know, the NEC meetings. So, Mr. Warmate, it looks like you disagree with him, with Absolutely. Mr. Shelle. So do you want to respond quickly?
Please.
Yes.
You see, I would have wanted him to reference the section where it says 90 days in PDP Constitution as amended 2017. Because looking at the PDP Constitution, I'll start from 2012. As amended 2012, section 35(2), you see it says, if the national chairman is from the north, the deputy should come from the south. That is the idea, north and south. There is no zones. If that is the case, look at also the 2017 Constitution as amended, section 32, subsection D. It says if the BOT chairman comes from the south, the BOT secretary comes from the north. So the Constitution recognizes a north-south dichotomy. Now, going to the section which they rely on, which is section 47, subsection 6, the only words they rely on there is the word zone, which is area/zone. Now, the question is, I want to ask those that are saying that it is not central. If you're writing, we see on paper, some stations say turmoil in PDP, some say crisis. Why don't they use that same crisis? It's a synonym. Zoning, if you check the synonym of zoning, you see region, you see district, you see territory, you see sphere. It's word. It's not a Nigerian word, it's an English word. So consult the dictionary and it will tell you the meaning. the synonym of it. So when they say it's not central, there is nothing like that. Our constitution recognizes north and south. Any other thing is within, it's understanding between those zones. Right. Microzoning is understanding between those zones. And that is why we are trying to make it clear that, and they said 30 days. I want him to reference the constitution where it said 30 days. What we know is this in a section that talks about when you dissolve a state ESCO, within 3 months, you should ensure that you conduct election or renew their tenure. It wasn't talking about the national. So I want him to reference this section that says that.
Okay, you talk about understanding between zones. Definitely or certainly there seems to be a lot of misunderstanding going on. Mr. Shelle, let's look at what's happening today. The PDP governors have finally stepped in. They're having a meeting today. It's virtually. And we were expecting to have the communique before this chat, but the meeting is ongoing. So we'll have to just wait out and see what happens at the end of the day. But I would like to ask you, why have the governors waited this long to step in? This has been going on for a while.
I think the governors are actually being careful. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want the party to go into unnecessary crisis. That's why they are managing some people who are even perpetuating this crisis. It's already a crisis of interest, personal interest and political interest, which should not drag us or drag the party down the drain. We should be able to do things rightly. What's in power? Acting doesn't have another meaning. You have for a period of time. Let the substantive come in. Hold the convention. Hold the NEC meeting. And I'm sure as the Governors Forum is meeting now, so also the BOT will at least partner with them to reconcile everybody. What everybody is looking for is reconciliation. But the truth must be told that Damagum has overstayed his time in office. He should allow a vibrant person who will move the party forward, because I can't see any achievement so far since he has been in office. They did congresses, all these congresses were controversial. It's like they are being procured. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of this, but it's unfortunate. We don't have to kill the party. If we continue with Damagum and Wike's support in the party, definitely we have a crisis on our hands, and it shouldn't be. If somebody wants to leave the party, let them leave honorably. It's simple. A group left in 2014. High caliber people left in 2014. That didn't kill the party, but this one is like they want to kill the party and make the government of the day be a one-state party. It shouldn't be. There should be vibrant opposition, and this is what PDP is supposed to do to make Nigeria functional.
Oh, okay. Mr. Warmate, there has been, like you said, a lot of crisis regarding Damagum's tenure. You do support him, obviously. However, if what he's doing is not working, don't you think it's time for change?
Let me say this. What Damagum is doing in PDP is working. And let me make some of our leaders understand it, that Damagum inherited this crisis, this internal interest wrangling. He inherited it, and he has been working day, night to ensure that he unites the people. But the problem lies with our people, our leaders. They don't want to make sacrifice, and they put the blame on the acting national chairman. Where were they when Ayu was there? Was Wike not in the party then? Was Wike not expressing his grievances? Why didn't they ask Ayu to ask Wike to leave the party? The question is that which national chairman in PDP history that has come that has not been supported by one person or by one group or the other? If Wike, do they mean that Wike does not have the right to support anybody in PDP? Wike supported Atiku in 2019. Wike supported Tambuwa. Wike supported Ayu. We can name them. Why didn't they say they are in his pocket out is the problem? Today, let's assume, I don't know, but considering from what they are saying in the public, is supporting Damagum. What offense has Damagum committed by so doing? Damagum has conducted congresses. How many states have you heard complaints in the congresses? Very few. Compared to days before now, where you hear most states and you see several court cases. He inherited them and he's trying to resolve it. And they are blaming him for that. And coming to talk about what you said about our governors. Well, our governors are doing their best to ensure that they unite the party, just like the NWC is working tirelessly. But as I said, what we have in PDP is interest wrangling. If anybody tell you otherwise, the person is lying. It's right. Interest wrangling. 2027 election. So nobody should come up and deceive anybody. That is what is causing. So saying that Damagum is not performing. What do they want Damagum to do? Put most of them there. They will not even do half of what Damagum is doing. They can't. What Lagos State, check Lagos State. What have we gotten in Lagos State since 99 with all the leaders we have there?
Right.
So nobody should come and tell us that is this thing. So the truth means that Damagum is doing his best to resolve the crisis, the interest wrangling he inherited from the IU-led leadership.
Mr. Shelle, when you look at the governors all over Nigeria, they have a substantial stake in the party, and they play a very big role in whatever party that they are elected on. Why do you think, well, I've asked before why it took time for them, but how important is this gathering today for the PDP? Do you think the outcome will be strong enough to change or turn around whatever is going on?
I think it's a very crucial meeting they are holding, and the next meeting is already fixed for 24th of this month. I think that's is probably one of the reasons they are meeting. And after meeting, I'm sure they will consult with the Board of Trustees, and they put heads together so that meeting will be held and firm decision will be taken on who is suspended, who is to leave the party, and who is to remain in the party. We can't continue like this. It's absurd. Everybody fighting each other over nothing. All we want is a functional party, a functional and vibrant opposition, so as to make Nigeria work effectively. The outcome of the meeting I may not know, but I can guess that they will ensure that the meeting on the 24th of this month holds and new leaders emerge at the National Working Committee level. That's what I expect.
Mr. Warmate, what do you expect from the NEC meeting, which is supposed to hold on the 24th?
The NEC meeting, what we expect is that the NEC members, in their wisdom, will graciously confirm the Damagum-led NWC. So another zone from the north can produce the deputy national chairman north. Right now, what PDP need is not leadership change. Nobody should deceive anybody. If you bring anybody else, they'll see the crisis. Because that person will have, whoever that brings him, the others will rebel or resist it. So what we need is unity in PDP. Sacrifice and unity. If the leaders sacrifice and we unite, nobody and support the present NWC, they will perform excellently. If without any support, bring an angel, the angel will still fail. So Damagum is doing very well. He doesn't need to come out and say everything he's doing for them to see. Go to the party secretary, consult, you will hear what he's doing. Regards the congresses, regards approaching PDP leaders to make sacrifice for the interest of the party to move the party forward. That is what we're expecting. And we believe that based on the relevant sections I've cited here, and also with Damagum performance, the NEC will graciously confirm him, so other zone from the north can produce the deputy chairman north. Thank you.
Mr. Shelle, how can the PDP get this unity that Mr. Warmate is talking about? It's crucial, isn't it?
It is. I want everybody to be sincere. My brother at the other end is saying it as if it's a birthright of Damagum to remain in office. It is not. He contested for the post of deputy national chairman, and that's his office. It's only when there is a vacuum he plays a role in acting capacity, and that period is over. He should not want to personally extend his own tenure or backed by certain forces that is making him feel is his birthright. It's wrong, and it cannot help the party to grow. It cannot help the party to be a vibrant opposition. We need a vibrant opposition. We don't want to be sucked into APC. The way we are going is like they want to sell the party. They want to mortgage the soul of the party and then render it ineffective. That should not be. We should have an effective chairman come 24th of October 2024. That's what I expect.
Mr. Warmate, I understand that there are moves to convince former Senate President David Mark to take over the chairmanship of the party. He is from the North Central Zone, so I guess that would be okay with some members of the party. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I want to say that they are deceiving David Mark. He's one of the most respected leaders of our party. In fact, when they were bringing IU, we were the only group that said, no, David Mark should come, after doing our due diligence, interrogating issues. But they said no. They brought IU. They have discovered that they cannot remove Damagum. So what is the thing? Play the David Mark game. And they are telling David Mark, come and contest. Come, want to give it to you. I'm not sure they are sincere with that. That is the truth. I'm not sure. And saying that is Damagum, it's not birthright. It's just the constitution and it's just the truth. And we are talking about interest. I've just mentioned to you. Tomorrow, bring somebody else and see what will happen. Some other people said, no, he wants to kill the... It's all propaganda. Nothing more. It's all propaganda. Let me say this. Kolo Ologbondiyan, for instance, going from one media houses to say Damagum should revert back to his position, wasn't elected as a national chairman. Was Jonathan elected as a president when he took over from acting chairman, from vice president to acting president to president? Was it elected as president? It is a clear constitutional matter. Immediately there is vacuum there, you assume that office. Otherwise, we have 6 zones, zonal national vice chairman. Then there will be no need for deputy national chairman too. If it will be the zone, we have 6 zonal national vice chairmen, and we have 2 deputy national chairmen. If that is the case, we don't need 2 deputy national chairmen. After the national chairman is out of there is vacuum. The national chairman, national vice chairman from his zone should have taken over. But the constitution understands this, that it is north and south, and that's why the Damagum is there. It's not by birthright, it's by constitution, and it's by the fact that the man is doing his best. If he doesn't protect if your interest is not protected, then he cannot protect the interest of everybody, but he's protecting the interest of majority of PDP members as we speak today.
Right. Mr. Shelle, what do you think about the plan to possibly bring in David Mark? Some see him as a steady hand and cool-headed. Remember the role he played when he was Senate President under Alhaji Omar Musa Yaradua, the doctrine of necessity that was used, and how he managed the Senate. What do you think about his capacity to lead the party and possibly bring some unity within the PDP?
My colleague at the other end has said it all. Senator David Mark is highly respected. He is competent. He is well exposed. He can take charge of any situation. He has been a leader all along, right from his stay in the military up till the time he joined politics. And he has always gotten it right. A chairman in the person of Senator David Mark will bring this party back to life, and things will change for better. And I can assure you, he will rally around for support, and he will get it. People will like to work with him, and the party will become a darling of the people all over again by the time we have somebody in the like of Senator David Mark. He's welcome. I'm not campaigning for him, but I know he can do it. We won't be in this mess if he were to be in office as of today.
Okay, well, we'll have to leave it there. Mr. Daboikiabo Warmate and Mr. Tunji Shelle, thank you so much for joining us on Arise Prime Time. Thank you.